Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing amazing. Today, we are going to be talking about the new Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. Okay, click that notification bell so you get notified of my future uploads because my schedule is kind of crazy. And yeah, I went back and forth on whether I should do this video or not because I just got back from vacation. We just took a week and with my mom and just a little week before the new baby comes. I'm 34 weeks pregnant and we're coming up to that due date. So just a little vacation. But when I was gone, this was released and there's already so many videos all about it. But I figured I might as well hop on camera, tell you my thoughts. I am super, super in love. Just a little spoiler alert. But yeah, so we're going to talk about this today and I'm going to let you know my thoughts. We'll do some comparisons. I'll let you see, some side by sides of some other palettes that subscribers requested to see. And yeah, this is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Absolutely gorgeous. It has the soft matte back. You can pop out the shadows and rearrange them if you want. And it has this really pretty, is it plastic? It's really nice. I love how she's doing her palettes these days. It's super nice. It feels very sleek. I love it. In my hands, it feels super great. I am a new ish Natasha Denona affiliate. So if you want to click that link down in the description box, that is an affiliate link. And I have a code with Natasha Denona. If you want to put Audrey15 at checkout, that can get you 15% off. If you want to go pick this up at the end of the video after you hear all my thoughts. So there she is. Yay! She's absolutely beautiful. People are calling this the release of the year, and I would have to agree. I did this look today using the palette, and I wanted to do something, a little bit more intense, like a very smoky. I used a lot of the darker colors, and as I was doing it, I am in love with the matte shadows. There's tons and tons of shimmers. They're absolutely gorgeous shimmers, but the formula is incredible. The shimmers are amazing, but the mattes, like as I was doing it, my eyeshadow look, it's like she perfectly created these mattes to go with the shimmers. There's a super light matte to blend anything out that I love in a palette. There's a few mid-toned mattes to do as transition colors. There's a couple pinkier options if you want to go the pinkier route. And then there's a really dark brownish taupey color, which it works perfectly. Like I am super impressed with the mattes in this palette. Really, really nice. They worked amazing on the eyes. Yeah. I'm excited to keep using this palette. Oh my goodness. I'm planning on ranking all 11 of the Natasha Denona mini palettes. That video will be coming up here soon. Because I want to tell you, my thoughts on where they all rank wise, but I'm so glad that I added this to my collection. In love. This is incredible. Incredible. It is. It's the release of the year. Cannot wait to keep using it. Got to do a pink look now. It's amazing. The shimmers are incredible. They look wet on the eyes. Super good. So this is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Now, the first palette that I thought of to compare it to is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. And this was limited edition, even though it really shouldn't have been, and he should bring it back or make something like it, or, but I have feelings on that. So these are the two together. Make sure they're in the frame. And I think, honestly, if you missed out on this because it was limited edition, then pick this up. If you were hoping for this and you missed it and you can't get it anymore, I mean, the shimmers are incredible. This is an incredible palette, but this is going to give you very similar looks, and it's not limited edition. So I say if you miss out on this, definitely pick this up. The color stories are very similar. The shimmers are, he has more of like a topper formula in his palette. There's not a super ton of toppers in here. These are more like wet and glistening, glimmery shimmers. But if you miss out on this, pick this up. Definitely 100%. Like the color stories are very similar in these two. Next, we're going to compare it to the Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is her original Glam palette. And, you know, they're sisters. You know, they can be sisters. They're definitely not twins. I'd say they're sisters. Like, this is a very cool toned, almost much more grungy looking to my eyes, I would say, compared to the new I Need a Nude. Like, I Need a Nude is just, it's more pink and it's more light and airy feeling compared to the Glam, which feels just a teensy bit more grungy to me. Not as light and airy and fresh. Absolutely incredible palette. Really, really great formula. But this one, I mean, it's just, they complement each other. They definitely don't dupe each other, that's for sure. I got a request to show this palette that I Need a Nude next to the, what is this? The Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. This was the palette, the big, how many pans? 18 pan palette that Huda Beauty came out with not last year, but the year before that. And they, you know, the mattes are kind of similar. I can see why this would be asked to be swatched next to this. Swatched. I'm not doing any swatches today. There's so many swatches online. I could recommend some absolutely amazing YouTubers who have already swatched a ton of different things with this one. But yeah, so anyways, the Rose Quartz palette, there's a couple of mattes that are similar, but still, I would 100% recommend the Natasha Denona formula over the Huda Beauty formula. I am not a huge fan. I keep buying these 18 pan palettes expecting to be wowed and knock my socks off, but it's just, they're just not my favorite. I way prefer the Natasha Denona over the Huda Beauty. So I would recommend picking this one up, and the mattes are kind of similar, but if you already have this one, I still think you should pick this one up because the formula is better and the colors are not the same. So there's my 2 cents. Next, we've got some Pat McGrath comparisons that I was asked to show. So this is the Subliminal. This was her very first cool toned palette, I believe. And this is the I Need a Nude. And that's not working. It's not working out. Okay. Yeah. No. Even the mattes that could be similar, maybe this one over here in the corner, Stone, is a little bit like that matte in the middle, but it's just not. Like, no. And I mean, Pat McGrath's Blitz Astral formula is not anything like the Natasha Denona shimmery, glittery formula metallics that she has. So I would say definitely not similar. Maybe the 1 or 2 transition shades in here, but these are still a little bit more pinky toned. So yeah, way more pinky, taupey toned compared to these. These are very cool toned shadows, where these are cool toned, but they lean more on that, you know, mauve pinky side compared to these that are like cool tones. That makes sense. Next, we're going to compare the I Need a Nude to This is the Divine Rose palette, number 7, Mothership 7, Divine Rose. This one is actually a little bit more similar in like tone range compared to the Subliminal, I'd say. And it's still, though, the shadows, when you look at them, like these shadows are not similar to these shadows. Even the dark brown is not the same. This mauve transition shade over here, that middle matte one, is not similar to any of these over here. This is more of a pink toned palette compared to this one, which to me looks just a little bit more like purpley rose. Yeah, so a little bit more similar in tone than the last Pat McGrath palette, but still not. I mean, if you have this, you could still pick this up and it would create different looks for you for sure. So if that makes sense. Yeah, I would still say if you have that one, this one's going to complement your collection. It's not going to be a dupe by any means. And last, we're going to take a look at, this one does make sense too, the Mothership X Moonlit Seduction. So let me get my hands situated here. Same kind of thing. Like, I can see where they're cool toned palettes, why people would think they might be similar. And this dark brown matte is looking even a little bit more similar to this dark brown matte than the other palettes did. But those two matte shades in the Moonlit Seduction are not anything compared to these mattes in here. They're just a little bit more taupey, cool toned pink. This one actually, when I look at it, has the shimmers. The shimmers are a little bit more similar than in this Mothership than the other palettes that we've spoke about, the other Mothership palettes. The shimmers are kind of similar, so you could get similar shimmer looks, but the mattes are going to give you way different definition in the Pat McGrath compared to Natasha Denona. So there they are. The Natasha Denona I Need a Nude and the Pat McGrath Moonlit Seduction. So I hope that's all of the palettes that I have to compare to this one today. I hope that that was a little bit helpful for you. You know, I hope that if you have some of those palettes, that helps you make a better purchasing decision. But overall, 100%, I think you should buy it. I think that you will love it. If you love neutral, cool tone looks at all, definitely 100%. This is an incredible release, 2023's palette of the year. So far, it has knocked my socks off, and I know it's knocked other people's socks off too. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that it can help you make better purchasing decisions. That's just what I hope to do over here, is to help you guys out and let you know my opinions. And I absolutely love this palette. I love the look I created. I cannot wait to keep playing with it. It's a good one. Yeah, real good. So with that, everything that I am wearing on my face is always linked down in the description box. Some of those links are affiliate links if you choose to shop through them. That just helps out my channel, and I truly appreciate that. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you're doing amazing. Okay, so okay, hit the notification bell so you get up.
I used to be so good at planning things. Since I met you, I threw my plans away. Coffee at night and 10 a.m. champagne. We can spend a week in London or LA. Yeah, the sun